what albums in particular are you on your phone or in your title or whatever folder that you're like, okay, when I get in the car, I'm gonna listen to this? Because I tried to separate it from stuff that I would listen to randomly and then stuff that I'm actually listening to. Like the second I get in my car, I turn my phone on and this is what comes up. And I think I had like maybe 6 albums or so. So while
Okay.
you're looking for your song, I'll tell you. Uh, I have The Weeknd, Starboy.
Wait a minute. The
Um,
Weekend album, you have his album on your playlist, dude?
yes, yes, I know,
And what do
I
you think
know.
about that?
I like that particular album.
Hmm.
Uh, it's a mixture because he had some different producers and stuff like that, and it had a different vibe from a lot of the other stuff he's doing. And there's a couple songs in particular I liked. There's a song called False Alarm.
Hmm.
I love the music video. The video's visceral when you watch it, and you like it leaves you emotional watching the video because the video is raw. It's like a bank robbery.
Wow.
Um, and there's Secrets, Nothing Without You, and I Feel It Coming. That's with Daft Punk and those guys. Like, there's some good songs on there that I think people will like, just even if you're not a fan of his. But I have that song in my rotation. Um, the other album I have is from Outkast, the AT
AT Aliens.
and
Okay.
yeah, that song, like when it came out, like that song hit me because I was like, that's the first big Outkast album because that was after the Players Ball album,
Hmm.
and that one hit and it set the tone for Atlanta music in the South, whatever. And oh man, I played that. I had a tape. I played that, burnt the hole in the tape, bought the vinyl.
You
I
put
have
a
it
hole
sealed
in
up.
that joint, didn't you?
Yeah, I refuse to play the vinyl. I have the vinyl. I'm not gonna play it. Um, yeah, like ATLians, the two dope boys, Wheels of Steel. I love the scratching on Wheels of Steel. I forgot that guy's name. I think it's Mr. DJ. I forgot his name. That did the scratching, and he has another song called Mainstream on there that's kind of talking about what people will have to do in the music industry to kind of be successful, and that couldn't be a more fitting topic than what we're talking about right now.
Exactly.
And so yeah, and I have an album that's out of left field, and I know a lot of people are going to look at me crazy for, but I have this album from this group called Portishead,
Oh, listen.
and
Which one? Dummy?
no, the Portishead album, the
Right.
the self-titled album,
Oh, okay. Okay.
and
Hmm.
yeah, I had Dummy. My brother-in-law gave it to me. He's the one that put me onto him.
Yeah.
We went on a trip. We were coming from New York and we're coming back to Canada.
Hmm.
And he had a bunch of tapes and he was like, "Yo, you gotta listen to this." And I was like, "Yo, all right, yeah, I gotta fill this out." And put me into a trance. Dummy, when I heard Dummy
Yeah.
the first time, I was like, "Holy shit,
Yeah.
this album is crazy!"
Listen.
Because it's like folk, but like mixed with Wu Tang. If that makes any
Listen,
sense, like that's
dude.
the energy I get.
Dummy was like when I heard Dummy, I was just like, okay, this is the album of the year right here because you
Yeah,
had a little bit of hip hop, you had some trip hop, you had all
yeah,
this sort of those different genres they would blend back in England.
yeah.
And Portis had the album, wasn't that a double album?
No, no, it's a single.
It was a
They
single
have
album.
3 albums. Yeah, they had
Hmm.
Dummy, Portishead, and then Third.
Yeah,
I didn't like Third as much, but I
yeah,
think I was like overhyping that because of the first two. But
yeah.
yeah,
Portis had
yeah.
Dummy is man. It's like, wow,
That
that's an
that
amazing
set the
album.
tone.
Yeah,
Like that album set the tone for what Madonna did,
yeah.
for Massive Attack, for a bunch of other
Hmm.
groups, and especially electric dance music and that kind of stuff. That album set the tone for a lot of other people, and it created a whole new genre of music.
That's
And
true.
so yeah, that I still every once in a while when I'm in a mood, I'm like I gotta pop that on and listen to it. And this as a DJ, I love the way they can merge these two genres together and the scratching and all that other stuff. I
Right.
thought that was crazy. So I think that and the last album that I listened to is Prince and the album's Parade.
Okay.
And that's a big album to me. My sister, she's the one that put me onto it because she's a huge Prince fan, and I was a little kid, I could care less about Prince, but she used to play it in the house,
Hmm.
and so every once in a while I'll be playing, and I'm like, listen to it, I'm like, oh, that's kind of funky.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's
That's kind of cool. And then just slowly it just grew on me and grew on me. And then we used to go on like family trips, and I would listen to it in the car in headphones while we're on a family trip. And I was like, yo, this album is genius compared to a lot of the other stuff that's out there right now. Like this is on a different universe. And
yeah.
so like I became a Prince fan as a little kid after that album came out.